Hello children, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn EVS 2 chapter 4 Shivaji's childhood. Shivaji's childhood. This is the continuation part of the chapter. Shahaji Raje towards the Mughals. Shahaji Raje returned to Nizam Shahi all right, but he did not get any peace of mind there. Nizam Shah himself was a fickle-minded person who readily believed all gossip. Hence, many conspiracies and petty rivalries infested the court. This led to the killing of Lakhuji Rao Jadhav openly in the court at the instigation of Nizam Shah himself. Shahaji Raje could not withstand this. Infuriated, he left Nizam Shahi and joined the Mughals. Shah Jahan, the Mughal emperor, made him a Sardar at his court. In the meantime, secretly joining hands with the Mughals, Fateh Khan killed Nizam Shah. There was complete anarchy in the state. It became evident that Fateh Khan was treacherously planning to enable the Mughals to swallow Nizam Shahi. In return, the Mughals rewarded him with the territory under the control of Shahaji Raje. Shahaji Raje was enraged, and so he left the service of the Mughals. He decided to teach them a lesson using all his might. Founding of a new Nizam Shahi. In order to forestall the Mughal emperor and Wazir Fateh Khan, Shahaji Raje found out a child heir from the Nizam Shah's family and on the fort of Pemgiri near Junnar declared him as the new Nizam Shah. Thus he established an altogether new kingdom which included the territory between the rivers Godavari and Neera. Shahaji Raje fought vigorously to protect his new state. Initially, Adil Shah was with him in these efforts, but later on, the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan himself marched south upon Shahaji Raje and threatened Adil Shah. Adil Shah then signed a treaty of friendship with him against Shahaji Raje. Shahaji Raje now began to fight the joint forces of the Mughal and Adil Shah using guerrilla tactics, but he could not sustain the war all by himself. In 1636, unwillingly, he signed a treaty of peace with Mughals. He could not create his own kingdom as the times were not favorable for him, but his daring spirit kindled a confidence among the Marathi people. This proved useful for Shivaji in establishing Swaraj a few years later. Jijabai and Shivaji in Karnataka. After the downfall of Nizam Shahi established by Shahaji Raje, its territory was divided by the Mughals and Adil Shah amongst themselves. Shahaji Raje's Jagir of Pune and Supe lay within Adil Shah's share. He gave it to Shahaji Raje on his behalf. Now Shahaji Raje joined the Adil Shahi service. Adil Shah assigned to him the task of conquering the territories in distant Karnataka, far away from Pune. Some time after the departure of Shahaji Raje to Karnataka, Jijabai and Shivaji also joined him there. Shivaji's childhood in Maharashtra had been very hectic. He and Jijabai had to rush continuously from one fort to another. At that time, young Shivaji used to hear the stories of the brave deeds of his father. Jijabai and Shivaji got some peace when they arrived in Karnataka. Shahaji Raje defeated many kings in Karnataka. Adil Shah awarded him with the Jagir of Bangalore. Shahaji Raje then made the city of Bangalore his headquarters. He lived there with all the trappings of a king and began to summon the court. With this, I have ended the chapter. I hope you have understood it well. Thanks for watching.